Going pretty good. Staying busy, out visiting the polls, trying to encourage everyone to early vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about it. People say, all right, what can you bring to this office? What do you intend to, first off, give me your idea of what a sheriff is supposed to be.
Well, the sheriff, naturally, Mike, is the head law enforcement officer of the county. But because of the jurisdiction responsibilities, we patrol the unincorporated areas of Shelby County. But the sheriff has to be the leader, has to be the leader out in the public, being seen and trying to form and develop partnerships, because whether the citizens live in Memphis or Shelby County, we're all in this together. And so I think as sheriff, we'll be out in the community trying to form partnerships, engage with the community. And each community is unique in itself, because what may go on in a community in the north part of Shelby County, and if you look in South Memphis, they might have different needs. So we must adjust and adapt and try to help everybody. We're going to try to help everyone.
There are some who say that the sheriff's department, your opponent is one who says, I want to put more emphasis, much more emphasis, into helping the crime situation in Memphis proper. What's your feeling about that?
Well, we do. We do. We have our gang unit. We have our narcotics unit. All of these guys are working inside the city. And then the one component that everyone seems to forget about is our school resource officers. Our school resource officers are in middle schools, high schools, and they're there not only for school safety, but to mentor students as they're going to school. And so we're hoping that with that interaction between the sheriff's deputies and school students, even as the child grows older, they'll come to us instead of run away from us. So we're gonna get our brand out there. We want the sheriff's office brand out there to know that the public will know that we're there for them. And again, we're looking for any partnership that we can develop with anyone.
Some people out there would say, looking at what's going on here right now, that I think if there was one criticism of Floyd, it would be, what can you bring new to the table, right? Because they're going to say, well, he's been there for so long, is he going to do anything really new? What's your...
Well, I think every sheriff brings something new. We're going into a technology age. We're doing things technology-wise that we're going to further here in the future with body cams, GPS systems. Policing is so different. It changes from day to day, week to week. So it's not always status quo, if you will. It's about being able to adapt to those changes. And with me being in the business as long as I've been in it, I think this is a plus, because I realize that things are ever changing in law enforcement, and you must be able to adapt.
Do you see a need for change in your department?
Well, there'll be some changes. Naturally, if I win, there probably, I'll put my own touch to the department and my own spin, the direction that I would like to go and see us go in. I think we've been successful under Sheriff Odom, but every sheriff, as many sheriffs as I've worked for over the course of my career, every sheriff has his, has his touch, and certainly I don't expect to be any different.
A couple of questions real quick. First off, when it comes down to, you remember last year, the city council was looking at not decriminalizing marijuana, but making it just a ticket out there as far as not bringing people to court for the smaller amount of marijuana. How do you feel about that, criminalization?
Well, I understand, because we're always looking at trying to decrease the jail population, and when you start talking about decriminalizing it, naturally it's going to have to go to Nashville. And but being an old narcotics officer, spending 13 years of my career in narcotics and arresting people for the drug, I kind of have mixed emotions about it, but I understand where society is going, because many states now have legalized marijuana, and I think there's going to be a push here in the state. I know it's going to be a push here in the state of Tennessee to legalize marijuana. So I think the legislators up in Nashville, they will work it out. They'll work it out and decide where we'll be with marijuana.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. In your opinion, with your experience, is it a gateway drug or is it not a gateway drug? What do you think?
Well, I think it is in some cases, because when you start using marijuana, unfortunately, some people will lace it with other things, and so then you start going on and on and on, and eventually it leads to more drug addiction.
Final question. I know ICE has been involved in this community, and we've had people arrested. What's your feeling as far as this department and ICE is concerned about working together?
Well, we're not working with ICE. We won't work with ICE as far as going out rounding up immigrants. If an ICE agent called for assistance, of course, we're going to be there. They're fellow law enforcement officers. But going out rounding up ICE, that's not the sheriff's office job. We're trying to build relations in the immigrant community. They're victims of crime. And those crimes go unreported. So therefore, if we don't build that trust with their community, there's going to be a lot of crime that's going to go unreported, and it's a lot more serious crimes that we're out trying to work than immigrant law.
Yeah. So basically, that this is like you're saying, it's like, even though it might be illegal, I got a lot of things, let them handle it and I'll handle my stuff, right?
Right. That ICE will take care of the immigrant issues, and we're going to be working on more serious crimes to keep the public safe. That's number one for us.
How you feeling other than that? You doing okay?
Yeah, doing good. It's been a long campaign, long year, and we've been at it now for about a year, and so looking forward to the end, and hopefully we're victorious. We're hoping people go out, early vote. Vote Floyd Bonner for sheriff. I think if you look at my experience and qualifications, it's not the same old. It's I have my own ideals, and I think that experience that I've had over the course of my career will bring a lot to the table and for the citizens of Shelby County.